the Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show with your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay.
Hey, everybody. So welcome to Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show today with Carrie Kay. I'm having a little bit of issues with Facebook, so I apologize, but everybody should see this show afterwards. Thank you so much for the show, Dawn Reese, that you have inspired me to start. And thank you, Heavenly Father, so much. We appreciate so much that you do to help us bring people on. So today at 3:15, in just a few minutes, I'm going to have Jamie Anderson and Brian Needham. They actually run a self-defense course, and they're going to be talking about this course on self-defense and how we can defend ourselves. But right now, I just really wanted to show you a little bit of red light therapy. Guys, holistic is in. Everybody that is using this technology, it's just amazing. So you don't want to miss red light therapy. Basically, what happens is it goes straight to the skin or the body on the skin, whatever it is that you're going to put on your skin, which is the red light. And it goes to help bring the circulation and blood flow back to the body. So it's really amazing technology that is created with lights. So just 1 minute here. We're going to get this going. All right. So basically what this is it's called red light therapy, and it does get your circulation and blood flow back in your skin. And I am working on getting it on here. Hold on just 1 minute. Let's get this going. All right, here we go. So we have this red light. And when I do this, I use my sunglasses to protect myself from the light. But it's not harmful. It's just a little sensitive to the eyes. So I put this right here on my face, and I've had a lot of acne. And so this is really amazing. It's going to really, really help bring my circulation and blood flow back up to 12 hours. And people are using this to help with all kinds of things in spas and treatment centers and things like that. So I've been using red light therapy for a little over 2-3 years now. And it is just amazing what I've used it for. Things like sinuses. If I have some sinuses going on, I just close my eyes. I don't look into the light. Like I said, it's not harmful to you at all. But if you're sensitive to the red light, then I just don't look into it at all. But red light therapy is actually amazing. The technology is bringing the circulation and blood flow back to our bodies. Also, I use this for any type of discomfort or any issues that I have. So if I'm having discomfort in my stomach, or, I got hit by the school bus a few years ago, and I've used this technology to get my circulation and blood flow back. So I will wrap things. For instance, I hurt my wrist. So all that's in here is just magnets. So I want to talk a little bit about circulation magnetic therapy. It is the future. It is the wave of the future. And it's just going to be amazing, the things that are coming out for us to use to help the body heal itself. For instance, the light therapy patches, those are helping rebuild 8,000 cells in our body every single day that we wear them. So we wear these 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And this is basically to regenerate our stem cells, and then we take it off to repair. And this technology is actually made with salt crystals, water, and sugar and amino acids. That's the crystals that are in this patch. When I place this on my hand, because I clean a lot of houses, it helps a lot with the inflammation and pain. Now, anything that I'm talking about is not going to heal, treat, or cure anyone or anything. But what it will do is it will definitely help to, get that body to be able to heal itself, because the body does heal itself. It's a known fact that has happened for a lot of people, because that's what the body is supposed to do. So is go in and start healing our cells. And we have over 8,000 cells that go through the body, and our cells break down because of things that we do. We don't eat the proper foods. We don't exercise. So our cells die. They die at a rapid rate. And so what we're doing right now with holistic health is we're using these different modalities to help people. I've been working with people in my park, my 55 and up park, and it's been great. These people, they've had issues with all kinds of things, and now they are feeling so much better. They're able to perform all kinds of different things that they weren't able to do. They're able to exercise. They're able to just enjoy life. That's what this show is all about, is living that healthy lifestyle. And as long as we can enjoy our lives, then wow, I mean, it's just amazing if we can put a great mindset on every day, no matter if we're going through a really tough time in our lives. We can definitely drink a lot of alkaline water. I put fruit in my water, and I alkaline my water every day. And I drink water, and about half my body weight in water every day. It's so important. Also, nutrition is very, very important. Nutrition is 80%, 20% rule is what I usually work with my clients. Eat 80% healthy and 20%, you guys, you could have that cheesecake or that key lime pie or whatever. It's everything in moderation. Do not deprive yourself of those treats. So we talk a lot about nutrition. We talk about exercise, about doing fun things. If you want to, if you live over in the colder areas, then you can go to the gym and stuff, but there's always something you can do to move the body and get the body going. We also talk about sleep in my program. Sleep is so important. And actually, the circulation magnetic therapy has a thing on here where I can sleep. I love it. So I can basically go in here and start the sleep mode. So this is something that I've been using, this technology that I've been using for a great amount of years now, about 3 to 4 years, and it is just helped regenerate my whole entire body. But like I said, nothing that I show or talk about heals or treats or cures anything. It's just helping keep the body do what the body's supposed to do. So we're going to have our guests jump on here in just a few minutes. We're going to have our guests. They are going to talk to us about, I believe Brian's going to get on here, and he's going to talk about what he's going to do to teach people self-defense. So that's going to be really great. And that's coming up here in just a minute. He should be calling. So, but I wanted to tell everybody, thank you for joining Living a Healthy Lifestyle. I really appreciate your support and how you're, constantly sending me comments and things. And I do help people holistically with all different really great ways. So if you are interested in meeting with me, my number is 515-822-4877. You can also get in touch with me on Facebook. It's Carrie K. Davis, CarrieKay Davis. Also Instagram. And also, please subscribe to Living a Healthy Lifestyle show on YouTube. I would love to have you guys jump on there and hear the shows. So right now, we're going to bring our special guest, Brian, on the line to talk to us about defending ourselves. Are you there, Brian?
I sure am. I'm actually just finishing this key lime pie you just talked about.
Great, great, great. Well, that is so awesome. Yeah, it's very important to treat ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Brian, and then tell us about this self defense class you have. I just
Yeah,
can't wait to take it.
absolutely. So myself and my cousin and probably my closest friend, Jamie, we started a business called Weapon Brand. We started it a little bit last summer, but it became official in October. And we're just traveling all over. We're based out of St. Pete. And we have a facility actually in Ohio where I am right now in Warren, Ohio. And I've had this facility here for about 4 years as of July. But Weapon Brand itself, it travels everywhere. And all we do is teach things like self-defense, realtor safety. We teach a personal safety and threat awareness class. We're basically teaching people how to avoid danger. And then if they were to get into it, how to get out of that danger safely.
Oh, wow, awesome. And so, tell us a little bit how you started with this business. It sounds great.
Well, I have kind of a crazy background. I was in the Marine Corps for quite a while, and I did a lot of different types of things with them. And then I also worked for the state of Ohio. And what the state of Ohio did was they hired me to create, it's their largest agency actually. They hired me to create, not just teach, but make their personal defense system for their employees. So parole officers, correction officers, highway patrol, some different municipalities throughout Ohio. I created a self-defense system that took over what they already had, and then from there we just ran with it. So, for years, I have over 25 years of experience doing this type of work, and I thought, man, these people, civilians that we're teaching now, they actually need it. I think a heck of a lot more than a lot of our public service. Because our public service, they already get it. They
Yeah.
get it through their in-service, they get it through their academies, which they absolutely need it. However, how are civilians, how are just us regular people getting any type of tactics that we could use to help keep our families safe?
Oh, amen. And I know that Jamie mentioned something about the mace, and I know you had sent me a couple
Yeah,
questions, but I started thinking, that was a very important thing to talk about. So, can you tell us
absolutely.
a little bit about why it will be important for us to not go in our purse after the mace if we have it?
Yeah. So that's, we talk a lot in our classes about misconceptions and training. And a lot of those misconceptions come from either training itself from prior classes, things that you read, or just things that you even see on TV. And one of those major misconceptions that a lot of people have is to use secondary devices. And those secondary devices could be things like mace. So, and the idea is it's a great idea to help deter a bad guy. However, having your hand occupied with something that you don't practice on. I mean, how many people that carry mace practice with that mace every single day?
They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
And how are you going to get to it?
Hmm.
Quickly. So many people carry it on their keychain or carry it in their purse. By the time you're being attacked, I mean, are you going to be able to get that in your hand and then use it effectively?
Right.
Jamie brought something up that was so important that, what people don't realize is, when law enforcement officers train on this, they also train with getting a secondary exposure, meaning they actually get sprayed and then they have to train on how to fight through that substance getting into their eyes or breathing it in. And, we don't get that. We don't have that. So if you're not used to that, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to first get it into your hand. Second, get a well-aimed shot into the bad guy's eyes, which is going to be the only effective place. And then how are you going to fight through it when you get that secondary exposure?
Right. Definitely. Wow. So
So what we teach
impactful.
with that is, yeah, absolutely, Carrie. So what we teach is we teach actually, instead of relying on that as your primary, maybe have that as a secondary device, but your primary should be what you've used since you were born, and that's your hands. That's your hands. How to fight out of the situation, and even more important than that is your eyes and your intuition. What you see, trust in that whatever's giving you those heebie-jeebies or just giving you maybe that weird chill that something's just not right. Um,
Yes.
avoid it, act on it, and avoid it.
So have you had similar situations where people have come to you and told you what happened to them? Is that how
Oh,
you've really learned a lot, I bet?
oh yeah. Every class, Carrie, we open it up. If people want to share their own stories, and that's how a lot of times other people learn.
Right,
They
right,
come to our
exactly.
classes. Yeah, they'll learn from other people's experiences. And the sad part is so many times, like when Jamie and I and our instructors and the rest of our staff, we're out there trying to promote what we do. There's so many people that just don't feel that there's a need for self-defense because nothing's ever happened.
Mhm.
And a lot of times people will come to us after the fact, or maybe if something happened with a family member. And, so there's a lot of times they don't have those experiences, so they don't feel it's necessary, which is just a big mistruth.
Yeah, because you never know. Like I grew up in LA and Chicago. Seriously.
Right. Yeah.
We did have those experiences. They did happen all the time.
Yeah.
I watched somebody,
Absolutely.
it's very sad if we don't know what we're
Yeah.
doing.
And the message that we try, there's so many self-defense instructors out there that they're really trying to do the right thing, but a lot of times they'll kind of prey on that paranoia. And we try to make our people understand that, the world is filled with great people. There's more good people out there than there are bad. And that gives you that sometimes that false sense of security. However, what we have to realize is even though there's more good people than bad, it only takes one person to change your life or one incident. And you just never know who that person is. So that's why we try to teach our people those universal behavioral patterns on picking out that bad guy before the bad guy does bad guy stuff.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, that would definitely help to know that ahead of time.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Let me
So
see.
where are you guys located at?
So we're in St. Petersburg, Florida, and then, like I said, we teach out of a facility also in Warren, Ohio. It's right between Pittsburgh and Cleveland, actually. And then down in St. Pete, we travel all over Florida, but that's kind of our home base.
Right. Oh, wow. And so are there any events coming up at all that you want to get involved in or you want us to help you with here on the radio?
Man, Carrie, you're going to get me in a lot of trouble right now. Amy's listening to this right now. She is pulling her hair out because I am. I'm going to give me a second here, and I'm going to pull up my calendar because I know we have a packed week. I'm actually flying down to Florida the 5th, and that week we're going nonstop. But let me see some bigger things that we have going on. We've got a self-defense workshop at Flora Wiley Park in St. Pete.
Oh, wow.
May 7th at 10 a.m., which is beautiful there. We actually have a group of people that come, and you don't have to have any prior classes before you get to that. That's I believe that's our level 1. And even if it is our level 2 or 3, you don't have to see the first movie to understand the second.
Oh, wow. Good.
Each one and then still pick it up. But we have one at 10 a.m. at Flora Wiley Park in St. Pete. And then we have a Dunedin Fully Alive personal safety and threat awareness class. And that's on May 7th at 2 p.m. And that's at Weaver Park in Dunedin.
Now, can anybody attend these classes?
Yeah, we encourage everybody, Gary.
Okay. And so how can we find out this information?
So you go to weaponbrand.com. And there's an events page there. And when you actually go in there, it'll give you the description of the seminars that we teach. And then you can register right online.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. I'm so glad that I met you guys on I Love St. Pete. And this is so great what you guys are doing to help people.
Thank you. And what you're doing is unbelievable, too. I was just listening to a little bit of your show, and that's it's encouraging, really, and just the message that you're trying to put out there is right along with what we try to do as well. So
yes, and I would love to help you guys. I'd love to just keep in touch and be able to get the word out about something like this. It's vital. I mean, fortunately, I've never really had anything like this happen to me where anybody's ever tried to attack me. but I have had friends and
Yeah,
people. Yeah, it's not
it
good.
happens. And something that's so scary is so many people don't realize one of the misconceptions is they're just going to attack you when you're alone. And what they forget about are what we call their assets, like your kids.
Hmm.
So many times when, what are you going to do if you get attacked and you have your children with you? We teach you how to defend yourself and your children,
Oh,
not
that's
just,
so great.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I had a friend who she was in a Walmart parking lot and somebody followed her out to the car, and of course she didn't really know what was going on, and she's a little bit heavy set. She put her hand into the side of her car. She was able to pull a gun out cuz she could feel
Oh,
somebody
wow.
behind her. Um
Jeez.
yeah, it's kind of scary, right?
That is. And speaking of guns, we're pretty indifferent to people carrying guns, whether they do or they don't. That's not really our care.
Mhm.
But what we do care about is if you are going to carry a gun, man, get the training, because our whole mentality is, you know, I can carry a gun. I've got my handgun license, and I worked in law enforcement corrections for years. But my whole mentality is I don't carry my gun because I'm going to take that person's gun. And if there's somebody like me that thinks that, imagine, the people out there now that are desperate, that are committed to an act, that are the bad guys, that are willing to go after your gun. And, unfortunately, we get a lot of people that say, well, I'm not going to let them take my gun. However, it's not your choice. It's the bad guy's choice.
Well, yeah.
So,
If they're
yeah,
really aggressive, you can't stop them.
and even if they do get shot, they still don't stop. And that's what so many people don't get. So just going to the range, once or twice a month, or, putting some rounds down range here and there, that's not going to help you. What's going to help you are these classes that we offer, the basic fundamentals of carrying it. How do you function it? How do you function under pressure? And then how to hold on to it as well. So, we have several classes that have to do with firearms as well for people that purchase firearms. But it's that's not our biggest push, but it is one of those things that we offer just because it's in that community of self-defense.
Oh, wow. So your next class is coming up?
Yeah, it is. Our next class will be on, like I said, let me see, May 7th, Flora Wiley Park at 10 a.m. And then right after that, we've got a class at 2 p.m. in Dunedin at Weaver Park.
Oh, at 2 p.m. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, throw out your information again before we end the show. And I just want to thank you so much for being on.
Thank you so much for having us. It's weaponbrand.com. And if you go to seminars or classes, you could just click on that. You could find all of our information, some of our experience, some of our instructors, and then you could register for any class that you like. We also offer personal sessions. We do a lot of stuff in parks. We do a lot of stuff for businesses, but also our biggest push is corporations and businesses. Is your corporation or agency, are they looking out for you as far as groups go and as far as your own safety as one entity, meaning one group? Will they put on a group class for you? Push your corporations and agencies to put these classes on as well. We have a lot of like team building types of events that we do for corporations as well. That's always a fun time, and it's a really cool experience.
Oh, wow. Well, I am just so grateful that you're on the show today. And I just want to thank you so much. We are gonna cut a little clip of that for you. And if you decide to do any commercials, you let me know. We'll have that clip.
Awesome. Okay.
And we'll talk to you soon. God bless what you're doing.
God bless you, Carrie. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching Living a Healthy Lifestyle show today or listening. We'll have some Facebook issues today. So, but next week we have Beeman from Cross Creek Country Band. Oh my gosh, Cross Creek Fire or something like. He's going to be so amazing, and he's going to be on next week, telling his story about how he came through so much. God got him through so much. And he's a great singer at Orange County Choppers on Wednesday nights sometimes here in Clearwater. So look forward to that show next week. And this is Carrie Kay with Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show. Have a great day. God bless.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey Tampa Bay, Tammy here with the BCC Coupon Book. Tune in during drive time every Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. on the Tan Talk Radio Network to hear the BCC Coupon Book radio show. We feature local small business owners with great deals for many services and restaurants in our listening area. And anyone interested in branding your business and getting your name out there, give us a call at the BCC Coupon Book, 727-804-6082. Have a great day, Tampa Bay.
Joe, why are you always criticizing conservatives?
You know, Ed, I prefer to think of it as guidance.